Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's move up to the heavyweights. Now, I should have my told you hat on, right? Move up to the Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Povetkin happened on the 22nd of September. And, we've been noticing, is the fight sold out? Because normally, boom, Joshua fighting is sold out, right? You hear that within a day. Well, coming from Eddie Hearn, and I'm going to give Eddie Hearn props first for being honest about this, because he didn't have to say it. He could just say, I ain't saying nothing. What about that? But he's saying this. He said the fight ain't sold out, probably won't be sold out, right? And he gives reason for it. It is the shadow of Deontay Wilder. Those guys who don't hate him or do hate him, and act like he's not known, the shadow of Deontay Wilder. Eddie Hearn is saying, well, people are not coming because they don't believe that Povetkin's going to be dangerous. They're not buying it. Just like I told you, the odds makers are not buying it. They're not buying that Povetkin is dangerous in this fight. They tell him on the street, your boy Anthony Joshua is going to knock Povetkin out. When is the Wilder fight? That's when they ask him. And they told him, well, we'll come. And he tells them, well, maybe in April the 13th. They tell him on the street, well, we'll be there on April 13th. We come when he fights Wilder. And it makes me happy about that. That's happening because it's about time. Remember how he was walking around streets in New York, acting like people don't know Deontay Wilder? Well, in your streets, in England, that's what they're saying there. That's why that fight is not going to be sold out. Doesn't mean a whole lot of people not coming. I'm sure 70,000, 80,000 will still be there. Right? Don't get it twisted now. But it's sold out. Anthony Joshua, all of this that we've been talking about, everybody's excuse for these fights, but he sells out stadiums. We'll sell this one out. Let me make sure this is clear to you. We knew it from the first day. Eddie Hearn has confirmed it. He said, shoot, we put Klitschko out there, sold out right away. Your boy, Joseph Parker, sold out pretty soon. Right? Well, that's an attest to the dancing partners. Klitschko is Klitschko. Right? Joseph Parker had a title, and it was like, we don't know for sure that Anthony Joshua is going to win. The dancing partner counts. And that's different from what some of you people are trying to act like Anthony Joshua can fight anybody and stadiums are going to be full. Povetkin's a mandatory, right? Nobody's interested, really. Okay? That's what even Eddie Hearn is saying here. Dancing partners count. Nobody is believing that this boy is so dangerous. And, Deontay Wilder said a long time ago, you're going to regret not taking that $50 million. You're going to regret not taking that $50 million. Think about it. $50 million or more, way more, right? We're over here thinking that you're going to be filling up stadiums. People know who Deontay Wilder is, and that's who they want to see him fight. Isn't that good news for everybody? All that, selling out stadiums. The man on the street is telling him, when is the Wilder fight? We're coming to that one. On England streets. Right? Remember when he came over to that Tyson Fury fight and everybody was, hyped? Yeah, people know who Deontay Wilder is, and they should. And that's the fight that's going to have to happen. This is good because, maybe the fight can happen on April 13th now because now we're seeing, hey, Eddie Hearn is seeing, we better do something about that. We better do something about that. We can't just come up talking to Wilder like nobody knows him because it's starting to ruin my business because it's not full. Anthony Joshua versus the mandatory is not sold out now. Are you kidding me? And the reason why is Deontay Wilder. And I think that's awesome for Eddie Hearn to say that because it is the truth. We're going to know it anyway. I didn't think it would happen this soon, but sooner or later it will because I told you it's filtering down to the normal person, not the boxing nerd. And, even I've noticed that sometimes, even the articles, they're getting more and more people are talking about the $50 million that Joshua didn't take. Not everybody. Believe me, some articles, they just say, hey, the negotiations broke down, and they keep, going on. No, negotiations broke down because somebody to take $50 million or more. Bottom line. Right? And that's what's going to happen. That's what's happening right here, right, with this fight. Now, something else interesting happened too. Which I was thinking, your boy Johnny Nelson, who I really like, Johnny Nelson, David Hayes saying this fight's going to be close, but Johnny Nelson went in on Amir Khan. Different little subject, but it kind of pertains to this. Went in on Amir Khan, telling him, man, Amir Khan, we ain't accepting this excuse. You shouldn't be making excuses, right? And I might put that in the description box. Shouldn't even be making excuses, and why you not fighting Brooke, right? And I was thinking, well, that article or that interview, it applies to Joshua and Deontay Wilder. I mean, just directly applies. The same thing he was saying there. Like, for example, well, don't you think that Khan maybe don't want to see Brooke make that much money or something like that? He said, man, that would be a deep-rooted hatred if it was like that. And most of the time, a fighter just wants to make sure I'm going to beat this guy up. Sometimes it's not even money. It applies so much not only to Amir Khan and Kell Brook, it applies also to Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. And I probably will put that in the description box instead of the article about Eddie Hearn saying that this fight's not sold out. So back to the top, Anthony Joshua versus Povetkin is not sold out, and that's telling you that's coming straight from Eddie Hearn. Interesting, isn't it? It's about the time for people to start waking up. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.